We often glamorize intelligence as a superpower. But what nobody tells you is this. High intelligence comes with very specific, very quiet struggles. Not obvious problems, not mainstream ones, but deep, psychological ones that most people will never even notice. Let's talk about 5 of them. First, the curse of over-anticipation. Highly intelligent people don't just think about what is happening. They think about what could happen, what might happen, and what could go wrong in 5 different timelines. Their mind is basically running simulations 24/7. Sounds impressive, right? Until you realize this can lead to chronic mental exhaustion. Studies on cognitive load show that the more variables your brain processes, the more quickly you drain mental energy. In simple terms, when your brain is a supercomputer, it overheats faster. While others sleep peacefully, you're lying in bed analyzing conversations from 3 days ago like it's a Netflix documentary. Second, the loneliness of depth. When your thoughts operate in layers, metaphor, nuance, long-term consequences, it becomes harder to find people who enjoy swimming that deep. You might crave conversations about philosophy, psychology, or abstract ideas, but most daily talk revolves around small talk and surface-level drama. It's not arrogance, it's misalignment. And over time, that misalignment can create isolation. Research on gifted adults often shows higher rates of social dissatisfaction, not because they're antisocial, but because they struggle to feel intellectually met. Third, decision paralysis from seeing too many angles. Average decision-making is simple, option A or B. But for a highly intelligent mind, it's A, B, C, hidden D, long-term E, and the butterfly effect of F. The brain becomes so skilled at spotting complexity that even small decisions feel like strategic chess matches. Ironically, intelligence can slow execution. You don't just ask, "Should I start this project?" You ask, "What are the opportunity costs, the social implications, the scalability, and the 5-year outcome?" By the time you're done thinking, someone less analytical has already started and learned by doing. Fourth, emotional intensity disguised as logic. Here's something interesting. Higher intelligence is often correlated with higher sensitivity to stimuli. In other words, you feel more, yet you hide it behind logic. You analyze your own emotions like they're case studies. Instead of saying, "I'm hurt," you say, "Statistically speaking, this behavior indicates a pattern of disrespect." It sounds composed, but internally, it's a storm. The mind tries to intellectualize pain instead of simply experiencing it. And that constant self-analysis can create emotional distance, even from yourself. And finally, the burden of awareness. Once you see how systems work, social systems, economic systems, human behavior, you can't unsee it. You start noticing manipulation in marketing, insecurity behind confidence, fear behind aggression. It's like unlocking a new level in a game, except the game gets less magical. Awareness brings clarity, but it can also bring cynicism. You may struggle to just enjoy things without analyzing them. It's hard to turn your brain off when it's always scanning for meaning. But here's the twist. These problems aren't flaws. They're unmanaged strengths. Over-anticipation becomes strategic foresight when balanced. Loneliness becomes selective connection. Decision paralysis becomes precision when paired with action. Emotional intensity becomes empathy when embraced. And awareness becomes wisdom when softened with compassion. High intelligence isn't about having fewer problems. It's about having more complex ones. So, if you've ever felt different, mentally overloaded, or strangely isolated because your brain just won't slow down, maybe you're not broken. Maybe you just think in high resolution. And the real skill isn't lowering your intelligence. It's learning how to live peacefully with it.